Guardiola's revealed that he'll essentially run down the final year of his Manchester City contract before he makes a decision on whether or not to stay beyond next summer. He says, if I extend the contract, it will be at the end of next season. Before then, it's not going to happen. It's been many years. I have to see how the team and ourselves, how we're all together.
Well, that seems to be a change of opinion, because just a few weeks ago, he was saying something different, saying that he's looking to sign a new contract, but maybe he feels he hasn't really done what he wanted to do this year. He wants to keep himself really at the limit, but I think that causes problems high up, because when you're trying to plan, the manager's contract has to be signed, doesn't it? Klopp has just signed his contract.
Yes.
Mane now and Salah, you feel maybe will follow suit. So it's a strange one that the manager isn't agreeing that, but that's how he wants it. He wants to, he doesn't want that comfort zone of a contract to secure around him, but it does make it easier for the club to plan and for the future. So that is a tricky one, Jim. But I imagine he's given indication that, all things being equal, he'd like to stay at the club long term. But nonetheless, he wants to keep himself on his toes almost.
Yes.
While this is, they've just signed Haaland. The future's looking very bright for them. I think they've been quite magnificent. It looks like they're going to win the league now. That Champions League night against Real Madrid, somehow the footballing gods wasn't smiling on them. But otherwise, I think that's an incredible story, what he's achieving at City.
I don't think this creates any degree of instability at City, Simon, does it?
You've got players like Erling Haaland that sign for clubs that believe their long-term future will be dependent to some extent upon the coach. So he's come in, signed a 5-year deal, I think it is, with Manchester City. He's not driven by it. Pep Guardiola's under no commercial drive to need to secure his future. He's a multi-millionaire now. So whilst I don't think it's the greatest look, and I don't understand why he would be saying, as Martin rightly points out, a couple of weeks ago, that I am in the game of being here, I love it here, and then a few weeks later, after losing the Champions League semi-final and whatever else, he's now singing a different song.
Yes.
Look, he's been there for a long time. It's surprising how long he has actually been there. And what probably keeps him there is inability to win the Champions League, because maybe if he'd have won the Champions League, you might find him departing earlier, because he doesn't tend to stay in places very long, or for significant proportions of his career.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, if you're in a situation where you can't buy the best in class and you can't keep on pouring cash in to be able to achieve your outcome, worry about it. Whatever Man City do, well, if Pep Guardiola goes, they'll take the next best coach off the rank and give him a king's ransom, and he'll carry on building Man City into a decent
the thing
side.
is, you talk about comfort zones, and if the timing of it, Jim, so they haven't yet won the league, they've just gone out of the Champions League, and if he suddenly announces that he's signing this new wonderful contract, is that the right time to be announcing that? Maybe this is one of these that, look, it's a real world, isn't it? Everyone knows the uncertainty that exists in the football world, and this is just part of that.
Exactly.
So just get on with it. But long term, he's probably going to be there.
And Kenny, I'm looking at your message. You were right. You did hear Simon say the words, as Martin rightly points out. It's Friday morning. It's Jim White, it's Simon Jordan, and it's Martin Keown. We're all pals together on talkSPORT.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.